Hello and welcome. I've decided to picket CBS. It's CBS or CBS, I think, for another to be continued show. So I've made us all picket signs. Meet me down there in an hour. DeMario. I have a favorite quote that doesn't say pain and love and joy. My favorite quote is, get lost. Hello, it's the president again. It's good she sent him packing because he was a moron. Even apologizing to her, he was telling her the way their relationship was going to be, that she was going to be his, that he was going to be hers, that he was perfect for her, and blah, blah, blah. I'm really glad that she kicked him out. And the guys were glad. And it shows... the one thing that really confused me was when she said something about out of respect and stuff, she needed to go hear what he had to say. It's like, my phone keeps making noise. She said out of respect, she has to hear what he has to say. It's like, that has nothing, you know what? That is a lack of respect for herself that she went. She didn't owe any respect to DeMario. He didn't give her any. So yeah, I didn't get that at all. Jonathan's giant hands was funny. That was very funny, and I didn't know he had it in him, but I'm glad he showed that part of himself. Alex and his Rubik's Cube are hot, with the dark hair and the scruff, and oh my gosh, he's very handsome. Oh, and I liked Will when he was playing basketball with the little kid basketball hoop. So they're showing a playful side to themselves, which is really good. Yeah, Waboom and Blake and a banana doesn't sound too great. And why would Waboom say that crap, that he was standing over his bed peeling a banana and eating it? It's like, okay, and then Blake looked surprised, but you never know with those two. The way Blake hates him, I mean, I wouldn't put it past him to stand over him while he was sleeping, but as far as eating a banana, he said he doesn't eat carbs, so I don't know. Maybe that's his problem. Blake has a lot of issues with Waboom, so maybe Blake needs to eat bananas. Kind of smooth things out a little bit. In his own head, anyway. Yeah, so I'm really glad they're both gone, because they were just like two little kids just fighting over a toy. It was ridiculous. And yeah, just because, he still could have stood over his bed. He still could have peeled the banana, okay? Maybe he didn't eat the banana. Maybe that's the only part of Waboom's tale that was a lie. But anyway, I'm just so glad they're gone. And whoever said Lee has a snake in his DNA, I think that was Eric. But definitely, Lee has got a it's like scratching fingernails on a chalkboard. There's something bad about that guy. And the fact that he tries to manipulate the conversation by talking in circles and saying things that don't either make any sense or have no meaning. It's like just air. He just makes me sick. Who is Bryce? Because I've never seen him before, and I think they just kind of snuck in somebody. I don't know. I don't remember him at all. So I was very surprised when she talked to him. When she took him aside. It's like, what? Who's Bryce? And Eric he's trying to hold on to his own thoughts and his own person. And I think that's where the struggle is, because he's got Lee just spewing out all this poison at him and confusing conversations, and God bless him, Eric just keeps trying to hold on to himself. You know, the guy said, that conversation wasn't about you, and Eric says, it's about me if my name is in your mouth. And that was a really powerful thing he said. So maybe he isn't liked by everybody in the house, but I think if Lee is gone, Eric can calm down. I think Lee is the problem. And that other guy with the funny hair, I don't know if it's funny, but I don't know. Maybe it's not funny. I don't know his name, though. But he just kind of butted into the conversation like a father figure, and it's like, go home, man. Go home. And yeah, it was like a 20-minute scene with Blake and Waboom after they were both kicked out. It's like, what a waste of film. Who's the editor? Because I don't think anybody really wanted to see all that. We wanted to see, well, I wanted to see more of Rachel with the guys and whatever, but that was just a waste of film. Yeah, Dancing on Ellen, I wrote, damn. That's all I got. Yeah, I have a problem with Rachel for calling out Bad Boy on national television, even though she already did several times at the mansion. But to say it again on Ellen, it was just a non-classy move on Rachel's part. And he was spot on. It's like, get over it. That was a long time ago. I'm a man now. And the fact that she couldn't get past that is not his problem. It's hers. And, you know, maybe the chemistry isn't there, and that's nobody's fault. But if she still sees him as that bad kid, that's her problem. Anyway, I just didn't like that about her, that she did that. Oh yeah, I loved the horse riding date. Anthony is great. He was so ready to try anything, and he looked great on a horse in the cowboy hat and the boots. Very good. I didn't know you could ride horses into Rodeo Drive stores, but I might want to try that someday. Oh yeah, and I wrote, Eric needs to find his answers because his questions are driving me nuts, and I can't imagine how much they're driving him nuts. But Rachel needs to be extremely honest with him, which I think she's going to be on next week's show. But he needs to find out where he stands. So that makes me think that, psychologically speaking, back in Eric's childhood somewhere, he was let down in a big way. And he, you know, I get that. You know, secrets can be extremely damaging to anyone, let alone a child. So he's trying to find out the truth. And I think he's a good guy. I think he's struggling, and I think she better clarify that for him. Oh, yeah. You know, the date with the mud and everything and her friends, I get so angry seeing Corinne, again and again. But anyway, isn't Rachel worried the guys will like her friends? I mean, they're all like movie stars to these guys, you know, because they saw them on TV before. So to me, it's kind of dangerous. And the way Raven was whispering to Bryce, I think it was, in the ear like that, really close like that, that was kind of, I don't know. I wouldn't have liked it, but that's me. I thought the wrestling was dumb. I don't necessarily like guys in mud. I'm sure guys probably like women in mud much more than women like guys in mud. I don't know, but I don't like either. So, yeah. I just didn't like that date. And what's with Waboom on Jimmy Kimmel? That just, to me, that proves that he was just there for his, which I already do, for his company or whatever it is, lifestyle. I don't know. But I also think that Eric is not listening. So whoever said that is right, but he's not listening because he doesn't want to hear something that he believes is not the truth. And I get that. Does anybody know how to open up the back of this Fire Stick thing? It's a remote, and I got it yesterday, and it says, just press on the little arrow, and it'll pop open, and it doesn't. So, there you have it until next week. Have a lovely day, and meet me in an hour. We're going to let them know our feelings. See you next time.